Guys, I have stopped and threw the, jump one more time, threw the little mini swim bait that we've done a video about. I've been fishing down this bank. I keep thinking there's got to be some bass here. This is pre-spawn, having trouble catching him. He's not a big bass, but he's a good 12 and a half incher. And here's the funny part. 4-pound test on a 2-inch crappie bait, Charlie Brewer swimmer. Again, I was going down this bank, just trying to get bit. Guys, I'm fishing. So I just said a couple minutes ago, I'm fishing in submerged cedar trees here. The middle of the day, it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock. I was going to bass fish, and I'm fishing down the bank here. And I've seen these trees here before. You barely can make them out of the water. Look here. And I thought, these crappie are almost done spawning. They might be on those trees. And I've tried a full-size jig and nothing. Ain't he pretty? So I got the little mini jig out. So we're fishing submerged trees. Let me rinse my toes off. Get that slime off my hand. And I'm gonna try to show a couple of them to you. If you look right here in the water, see where my bobber is? See the very tops of one of them there? It's back. Okay. I'm pretty close to it now. Let's see if there's any more down there. The tree looks like it's on a little bit of an angle, and there's a couple more scattered around here. Let's see if we can find another one on it. That's the second one I've caught off of it. There's some gar spawned in here, running around here. Big gar, long as my arm. They're as long. Look, there's my bobber. Oops, messed that one. That's all the line I got out, guys. That much right there. You've seen that. He took my bobber under, and I didn't get him. Let's see if we can. I don't know if he was that little. He just didn't have a hole. That means there's a couple crappie here. There's my bobber. My float. Hey, I call it a bobber. Don't y'all get mad. There's my float. All right. Now he's toying with it. Okay, what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull one on him. Here's what we're gonna do. Reach up in my pocket. This is just fish smelling sauce. It's plain old original fish formula. Now this, what I done was I put it in little bottles. This little sanitizer bottle. I was trying to keep it in my pocket. Now, I'm gonna fool him. When he goes up there to grab it this time, he'll get a little bit of that on his lips. You know how you take a bite of ice cream, you gotta have more? What's the old Frito-Lay? You just can't eat one? When he gets hold of that, let's see if that helps a little bit. I am a believer that it helps a little bit sometimes. I said when they're biting good, it doesn't make any difference. But the crappie fishing this year has been kind of crappy. It's been off, and I've caught some. I've caught some nice ones. I caught some nice ones yesterday. I probably caught 3 yesterday over 14 inches. But that's a whole nother video. Y'all gonna see that, or you've already seen it. And I was fishing docks. And I was catching them on a full-size jig. Alright, let's see if we can catch another one right there. I'm not getting a lot of action. I just once in a while move my line. And when I move my line, it's just enough to move the bobber. It's hopping there now, I'm letting it be. If it had sat there and kind of bobble, right? That's why we call it a bobber. Yeah. If the float will sit there and do this a little bit on its own, I let it do that. Now, I was getting bites pretty fast there for a minute, fellas, and they quit on me. Let me turn back around. That could have been a sun perch too that done that last one. I'm gonna bring the boat back around. I'm gonna get a little closer to it. I want to cast a little closer to it. They're right on it. Middle of this day like that was me. Middle of this day like this, they're not going to get too far from that shade. And like I said, I have fished this area before. I've caught a crappie off of 2 trees in the water over there further. I caught crappie off that. I've never caught a crappie. That's guard on all this commotion. I never caught a crappie off this tree, so. But I thought we'd try it today and see if we can get something going here. All right, see if we can get another one right there. Cool gar fooling around right there. I don't know if that hurts the. I don't know if how that affects the fishing or not. There's gar kicking around right there. All right, now I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. But I can't go if that'll bite for a little bit. I know it's crappie there. I'm gonna drop, either change the depth of your float. I'm using a float to try to kick me out of that tree some. So I'm gonna drop it about 6 more inches. All right. The depth that you're fishing your bait crappie fishing means a lot, guys. I'm telling you. That little jig is not but a 1/64th, so it'll swing down under that float, and it's not gonna take much to move it. I try to use the lightest I can get by with. If I was fishing deeper, or if I was moving my float a lot and trying to use my float to give it action, I'd go to a heavy jig head. I'd go to at least 1/32nd and maybe 1/16th. Use the lightest jig head you can get by with. All right, there goes, there goes. There he comes. I got him that time. Oh, he's everywhere. Boy, he's been turpentine. Good day. I ain't sure about this one. And it's a crappie. I thought for a minute that was a little bass. This is a small crappie. Goodness gracious. I think that's the smallest one I've caught for a long time. Maybe this year. But that's okay. We can't pick out what size they are, can we? He's pretty though. He's a pretty. Now y'all can hear the wind I've been telling you about. I think I got another one on here. And what he is? That's a crappie. Like I say, there's cedar trees scattered around here, and there's a little tree coming in there. I'm just kind of fan casting it. Oh, hey, look at that jump. Hey, and y'all thought bass only jumped. Maybe he's part bass. He's pretty. Come here, big boy. You mean? I tell you. Look at that. He's a purdy. Got that little time. Guys, I am giving the full size. Let me get my pliers out of behind me. Oh! That stretched me out. You know, as you get older, some of the simple things are not simple anymore. That was stretched out there. I'm gonna tell you what. There it comes. There he is again, guys. Hey, easy there. Again, you see how little this bait is. I'm gonna pull you back a little bit. See how little this bait is. Now I'm gonna get it back in there. He flipped it around on me. That little hook though, you get that little hook in him. Where I got it. You get that little hook in him, and the red you see in there. Let me pull this down a minute. I've showed this before. That's thread. I cut the lead off right here, and I wrap thread around it. I just take a pair of line cutters, and just like this right here. I take a pair of line cutters like that, and I just cut behind the hook and cut the lead off. Now don't use your best ones. I've been using these some. It's kind of hard on them. But they're not that expensive. I gotta get another pair for line. They get what they don't want to cut line as good. But I tie flies too. I'll show you one. I tie flies also. And jigs. This is a jig right here. I was throwing it a while ago. I got a piece of that pattern. That's one of the jigs that I tied. You like that? And I put a little tinsel in it. And you can see it in the water here. Oops. Can you see it here? You see it there in the water? Alright. I've been throwing them some. It's a little bright probably for back in here today. I've caught a few fish on them. I just started tying them this spring. Let me get around here. Something new I've got into. But I've got a couple local guys that like to buy them from me, so they must be doing pretty good. sold quite a few. You can't make no money on them. I just like tying them when I had time. In the winter months when I ain't doing a whole lot, I sit around and tied up about 100, and I think I've got about 30 left right now that I've tied lately. Just something that I enjoy doing. And I'm gonna get back over here, turn the boat back around. Like I said, take a windy day like today. That's yesterday I fished in a short sleeve shirt. Today I've got a long sleeve shirt on and a coat. There goes my bobber, guys. Y'all see that? I don't think that was don't think this is a crappie. Every once in a while I catch a sun perch. Well, I don't know. Every once in a while I catch a sun perch. Wait, look here. Now, I'm glad I got this on film. In fact, I'm gonna check see if I'm recording. Okay, whoops, he fell off. Do y'all know what that is? Hold on there, buddy. Hold on there, buddy. Come here, come here. Do y'all know what that is? If y'all watch Richard Jean, the fishing machine, Richard Jean's been catching these. He's got a messed up lip. He's trying to spawn too. I didn't know they were even reproduced in this lake. I've caught them in this lake before, but that's just an old golden shiner. You see the goldish tint to him? Okay, so let him go. I've caught him in here before, guys. He put some white juice in my hands. I'll get that off. Yeah, right? Okay. That's the first time I've caught those on flies. My son ties little flies with like a size 14 hook. Yeah, she's little. Whoa, she's little. And I've caught them with those, and we use them for bait sometimes. That's a whole new video there. All right. First time I ever caught one on that little jig. But guys, what's fun about throwing this little tiny jig? Like I said, there it goes again. Oh, you catch anything. Today it's been tough. I'm gonna tell you, it's been tough. I've caught a few bass, and I got right here and seen these trees. Like I say, I caught one crappie here about 3 weeks ago. I caught one off a tree behind me. I didn't got down there yet. There it goes again. All right, got something again now, guys. Here we go. And I thought, I'm gonna get my mini jig out and see if I can catch some crappie or something and turn this day around. I got something nice this time, guys. Look here. Oh, yeah, I don't know what he is, but he's nice. I think it's a crappie. Let's see. Yes, it is a crappie. And I took and turned this day around. I wasn't catching nothing. I've talked to a few people, haven't been catching much today. We've had a cold front come in last night. It's supposed to be 38 tonight. Right. It's 60 today. It was 75 yesterday. When you have weather like that, it turns the fish off, and there he is. Look at that one, guys. What do you think? That little tiny jig. When the fishing is awful, instead of going home, you get that little mini jig out, guys. With that mouth on him. Oops, I see you. You're pretty. Let's put him back. All right. What do you think? I've never caught crappie here like this. This is a spot that has just never really fished for crappie. All right. Like I said, I came back in here. I'm in Peel Creek on Lake Gaston. Well, all the local boys are watching going like, we know where Peel Creek is. Peel's a big creek. I'm in the very back of it.